playoff between the United States and Bahamas. Welcome to paradise, everyone. The third place playoff between these two teams after their joint efforts and came onto this soil a week ago. They now reach the last day. May not be the game they wanted to play, but the third place playoff nonetheless. Well, the defending champions United States will not be able to recoup their crown after losing to finalists El Salvador in a deadlock game at 1-1. Eventually, El Salvador winning on penalties in the first semi-final. As for Bahamas, they were valiant in their efforts against Guatemala by coming from 2 goals behind to level the scores, only to lose the game in the final period against Los Chapines. Well, these two teams are no strangers in this competition. After both of their games, in the opening games, had to be decided in PKs, they locked horns in the second outing. It was an exciting match that ended with the host Bahamas edging the US by 3-2. Adderley, Julmis and Munnings on the score sheets for the Baja boys, while Valcasel scored a brace for the United States. Well, the fans are getting their drinks and the sun is shining in this beautiful part of the world in Nassau, Bahamas. My name is Ryan Davis, happy to be with you on this broadcast. Yesterday, the United States had a deadlock affair with El Salvador. La Selecta. Goalkeeper Christopher Toth was the figure in the first period with crucial stops in the opening moments. And halfway through the period, the US goalkeeper denied Elmer Robles from a bicycle kick attempt as he was the hero in that first period. Emerson Cerna broke the deadlock between those two teams in the second period, and the equalizer by Chavez sealed the game up at 1-1, but they could not hold off El Salvador in the penalty kicks. As for the Baja boys, we mentioned Adderley, Julmis scoring goals, trying to come back against Guatemala. But in the end, the captain Croker with a heroic scissors kick that hit the crossbar that pipped El Salvador into the final, and having the Bahamas play the third and fourth playoff match. Now, 2 years ago, on this very soil, Bahamas finished 4th in the tournament. They will try to do one better today against the United States and trying to get that third place. Well, the teams are in the tunnel. They're about to come out. We will have the national anthems, meet the officials, and have the starting lineups. this incredible stage, the Malcolm Park Beach Soccer Facility, hosting this championship for the 4th time. And it has been 3 times in the last 5 championships. No better place to be to play this style or this format of the game in this incredible beach soccer facility in Nassau, Bahamas. So the defending champs getting their picture. It will be the last time these 2 teams will play on this stage, and the 3-time champions United States looks like this. Austin Collier coming in for Christopher Toth, the captain, in goal. Nicolas Pereira, Cody Valcasel comes in for the Centurion. Alessandro Canale, Andres Navas and Gabriel Silveira will make up the starting 5 for the United States. Players like Tana Ecol, goal scorer Antonio Chavez yesterday on the bench, Ricardo Cavallo. Match officials today, Jose Ramos, Fernando Calvillo, Gonzalo Caballo, and David Cruz will make up the 4 officials today. Michael Butler and Toth. So the winners of Group B, Bahamas, their lineup just 1 change from yesterday's semi-final. Jean-Francois comes in for Kyle Williams, who picked up an injury against Guatemala. Michael Butler, Wood Julmis, Leslie St. Fleur and Brandon Adley. The usual bunch that has started throughout this tournament is the starting 5. Julio Jemison, Timothy Munnings, Craven Ferguson, Eckerson Sherry, Ronaldo McCullum and Dwayne Forbes making up the bench for the Bahamas. Now the Colonel is back, ready to do his job. And there we get a first look at the sidelines. It's Francis Farbrough for the Bahamas.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
So kickoff going to the United States. Nicolas Pereira will do the honors. Little flick and the shot. Michael Butler called into action on the very first kick of the game. Michael Butler was guilty of parrying the ball into Miguel Gonzalez's path yesterday for Guatemala to get the first goal in the first period. He was subbed out for Julio Jemison in the second period. But because of his distribution and accuracy, came back in the third period. Corner to Bahamas, the first of the evening. Slide tackle by Julmis. And a chance for the United States. St. Fleur coming to the rescue for the Bahamas. That was Nicolas Pereira, who had some time to get a shot off, but looked inside instead. Julmis holding off the number 6, Valcasel. Still Julmis, Valcasel comes away with it. First touch for Austin Collier. Both of these teams had to come from behind in their semi-final matchups yesterday. And the bicycle kick was missed by Pereira. The US only went down 1-0. Serna was the goal scorer for El Salvador. Chavez equalizing for the Stars and Stripes. But the Bahamas had to come from 2 goals down to tie it up in the second period. But they put out so much energy and effort to claw their way back in. But they lost some steam. And a shot from Collier. Blocked by St. Fleur. The captain on the grass, the captain on the sand. Collier, another strike. Well, the reserve goalkeeper not shy in possession. Slide tackle again. Here comes Pereira. Navas. You can hear the soca in the background. Shot by Butler. Collier with the quick distribution. A little flick on, and Butler getting back. He's so entertaining, Michael Butler, the Bahamas goalkeeper. Equal, his strike, right down the middle of Broadway. Excellent pass. McCollum. Back to Butler. McCollum again. And his control let him down. United States get back possession, back inside quickly. Sherry given away. Jules misses shots, dragged across. And at the last post, it was Munnings who lost his footing. Munnings, one of the goal scorers in the last time these two teams played. Butler, living dangerously as ever. Austin Collier from Beach Soccer, Virginia Beach. Lays it back. Equal, bicycle kick. And there's the man in charge for Bahamas, Francis Faberoff. Through into Bahamas, Butler. McCollum. No pressure from the US so far. Butler with time, unleashes and it's in! Michael Butler with a stunner. And Bahamas take the lead. The Baja boy himself, Michael Butler, really feels to entertain. Two juggles, a fantastic strike right in front of Collier. Maybe some distraction from Albiston, but the goalkeeper has given Bahamas the lead. Bahamas 1, US 0. The strike off the post. Well, you cannot blink in this sport. That was Cavallo trying to reply. Albiston. And the flick on coming at the near post from the Bahamian defender, almost in the back of his net. That was Jean-Francois. Albiston. Adderley with time. Well, you can't back off of this man. McCollum. Living dangerously. Adderley turning away from pressure, splits two. Excellent pass. St. Fleur lays it back. Shot from way out. And that was McCollum's drive. That's the number 4, Jean-Francois. There's Collier. for Alveston. Well, coming up after this is an all Central American affair for the final of the 2025 Concacaf Beach Soccer Championship as El Salvador take on Guatemala. Adderley goes down. Collier with the quick piece of distribution. The recovery by St. Fleur. Here's the collision with Chavez and Jumis. Here is Chavez, the goal scorer yesterday. Got USA back level at 1-1 against El Salvador. Collier. Superb throw. Rezendi. Rezendi was one of the unlikely players, or the unlucky players, to miss his penalty yesterday. For Guatemala to go through, or El Salvador to go through rather. Rezendi. Silvera's flick out by Adderley. Little counter-attack for Bahamas. St. Fleur. He's so strong, the low center of gravity. Number 10 for Bahamas. Navas. Looking for that bicycle. Chavez under pressure. Collier. Not the best clearance. Silvera. And the volley coming from Navas. Andres Navas scored the first penalty for the US in the shootout yesterday. Butler. St. Fleur's volley. Pereira, back to Collier. Nicolas Pereira from CF Playa, Miami. Collier. Can he do a little bit of a Butler? That is Ian Carey, who had to sit on the sidelines and live with anxiety as his team lost to Guatemala in the penalty shootout. Rezendi. Slipping this one wide. That'll be a goal kick. Collier. Through to the corner flag. Beautiful control, and Butler to the rescue against Silvera. All started with Collier. Excellent control by Silvera. And Butler covering the angle. Little dink. Silvera played the most minutes out of every player in that first semi-final. Bicycle kick, and how did he miss it? Pereira at the doorstep. USA's best chance. Brilliance by Silvera. Not so brilliant by Butler. Silvera into the path of Pereira. Can he make up for it? He has! The Silvera-Pereira combo pays off this time. The cushion header by the number 10. And Pereira erasing the memory of the miss a minute ago. Look at the cushion header. Brought it down. And with the second touch, a thumping shot past Butler. We are all level in Malcolm Park Beach Soccer Facility. USA 1, Bahamas 1 in this third place playoff. Bahamas trying to do one better than what they achieved 2 years ago in this very park. Turning to the byline, and Collier had to get it. There was Julmus waiting for the ball to come across. Slipped across, and Butler quickly off his line. Forbes back to Butler. Shot from Butler, and the awkward hop almost getting the better of Collier. 40 seconds remaining. The header off the post from Navas. The game has picked up, and Bahamas have a free kick. Yellow card for Navas. He's asking why. Butler scoring the first for Bahamas to open this game up. Only for Pereira to respond just about a minute ago. Craven Ferguson is having a hard time getting off the sand. There was a forearm to the cheek. Ferguson still in an awkward position, finally seems to be getting up. There's the goal scorer Pereira, and Colonel looks interested. So 34 seconds to go. Bahamas will have a dead ball scenario, and Craven Ferguson is back on his feet and will take responsibility. Ferguson, shot, and it dribbles past Collier's last post to the corner flag. Pereira, they call, giving away. 17 seconds remaining. Adderley flicks it up. Still Adderley. And it's like a scrum half over on this side. And finally, a free kick for the United States. Valcarcel. So Valcarcel now has a free kick. There's Adderley just grabbing the number 6. So this will be the last shot of the first period. Valcarcel surveying, trying something from the playground. And that is the end of the first period. The Baja boys took the lead through their goalkeeper Michael Butler, and the response came from Nicolas Pereira to even things up after one. So the defending champions, United States, have to play Bahamas, the hosts, in a third-place playoff in the 2025 Concacaf Beach Soccer Championship. Both teams cancelled in the semi-finals the previous evening, and Butler called into action on the first play of the game. And then this shot dragged across, and Munnings couldn't finish at the last post. Then Butler, full of magic, full of excitement, opens his scoring. Albiston, the defender for US, just in the line of sight of Collier. That was enough to get Bahamas on the board. Then the US through Navas. And an excellent save by Butler. Silvera, bicycle kick. And Pereira right at the doorstep. Couldn't equalize for the US. And here they come again. Silvera down to Pereira, and he makes up for that mistake as he equalizes for the Stars and Stripes. Beautiful chest shot, excellent finish. 1-1 the score. And that'll be the end of the first period. So what was a cagey affair in the semi-finals, understandably, has been played with a little bit more open play in this first period. Michael Butler, of course, getting the first goal. So USA kicked this off in the first. It will be Bahamas to kick us off in the second. Jean-Francois and St. Fleur. The chip actually was a little bit of misdirection used by Bahamas. Adley came around the right, and it was Julmus on the left that had the shot. Toth. So the captain, Christopher Toth, in goal, and now Julio Jemison, the reserve goalkeeper for Bahamas, replaces Butler on the other side. Jemison. Bicycle kick. Oh, what a strike. It's that man Chavez again. The equalizer yesterday in the semi-final, and a thing of beauty today in the third place playoff. Little chest strap, jumped on his bike and finished right at Jemison's near post. That is technique at its very best. So the US take the lead by 2-1 over Bahamas. Adderley, he goes down, referee swallows his whistle. Silvera, again another Bahamian goes down. This time it was Julmus who's clutching his feet. Little cross and a volley, St. Fleur. Another bicycle. Albiston. Going backwards, Cavallo flicks it up for Toth rather. Silvera helping it on. Rezendi shot. Jemison. Jemison doesn't have quite the control and technique as Butler, but he's an excellent shot stopper. Julio Jemison, he has a shot, not too far off. I think he heard me. And Christopher Toth finds out which side the corner is going to come from. Just tips it over bar. Speaking of Christopher Toth, he's in the runnings to be one of the goalkeepers of the tournament. Chavez. Oh, beautifully done, but St. Fleur recovers. Coming up was Jemison. And it's going to be a free kick for Bahamas. Well, it's the Junkanoo in the stands. And the Junkanoo boys on the sand. Referee Jose Ramos. So Bahamas has themselves a free kick. It is Leslie St. Fleur, who's no stranger to set pieces on the grass or on the sand. St. Fleur. He rolls it straight to Toth, who eventually picks it up. Toth out wide to Rezendi. And his strike means a goal kick for Jemison. Little flick on, corner kick for Bahamas. Sherry. Rezendi trying to flick it. Jemison way out of his goal. Both keepers just have 4 seconds with the ball in their hands. Whistle from the referee. It's going to be the US possession. Shot from Toth. And still the US gather. Excellent save by Jemison. And he's way out of his goal. Rezendi lobs it back in. Valcasel. Toth. Pereira. There is Toth, juggling, striking. Well, we talked about Jemison's ability as a shot stopper, and that was very much on display on the last sequence on his goal. Jemison. Just about 7 minutes left in this second period. USA taking the lead. 2-1. Rezendi shot. It was Antonio Chavez, the bicycle kick. It separates these two teams. Going down is Munnings. Excellent distribution by Toth. Making circles in the sand, and Jemison reaches out and grabs it. Adderley! Well, it took 2 US players to stop him. Slide tackle, and Pereira nonchalantly just moves the ball away. And quite rightly, the referee blows for a free kick. Valcasel just being run over by Julmes. Julmes, one of the scorers last night against Guatemala, scored from the penalty spot. What can Valcasel conjure up on this dead ball? Valcasel, strike. And luckily there's netting there to protect the fans, whereas Valcasel would have been charged with assault. St. Fleur into the arms of Toth. Can he find some distribution? No, he can't. Equal. Bicycle kick. Heroically stopped by Jonas. Alcacel gets it back. No, he doesn't. Adelaide just turns and shoots straight to Toth. Little hesitation by Silveira. Back to Toth, under pressure from Adelaide. Pereira. Inside by Navas and Jemison. With an acrobatic save. Adelaide. Getting a little physical, and the US are gathering free kicks. Here is Adelaide. And Pereira came right in, won the ball, and then won the free kick. That's Cavallo going over. So they haven't been able to do much on set pieces, the US, so far. They've had a number from distance. But can the experienced Ricardo Cavallo do something about that? Jemison, Cavallo, shots, and Jemison reads the hop. St. Fleur, beautifully done, but just a little too far. Silveira. Equal. The skipper, Christopher Toth. Silveira. There's that number 10 on his back with pride. Takes a lot of responsibility on the field. He shot by. Oh, what a strike by Toth, but was there a deflection? There was. Cavallo coming across. Played short. And St. Fleur into the arms of Jemison. Excellent throw. A chance for Bahamas. Toth making himself large. Saving from Sherry. Sherry. Silveira. Look at the control, beautifully done. Trying to get it back to Cavallo. Heaving it down the road. Almost like a quarterback throwing a Hail Mary. Equal. Toth. Equal. Coming in is Silveira. Full of skill and control. Bicycle kick. And he can do that, Silveira. With a man on his back, he can just flick it up, hold him off, and execute. Just under 3 minutes remaining in this second period. Out by Cavallo. Jemison. I think you can bet your last dollar that Michael Butler will be back in the Bahamian goal for the third period. Silveira, a little bit of room. Volleying. Hits the post and goes in. A call. What a strike from the number 2. They gave him too much time and he penalized them. Tanner Akol. They backed off, and his volley, look at this, right foot, left foot volley, corner pocket, hits the post and comes across. No chance for Jemison. And the US starting to pull away in this second period. Chavez earlier on in the second period, now a call towards the end. 3-1 to the Stars and Stripes. Bahamas need something. And that curling effort came from Ferguson. Toth volleying. Jemison looking to distribute. Bahamas just losing the plot a little bit with their distribution from the back. Toth lobbing it forward. Pereira. Navas. St. Fleur 1v1. Little flick to Valcarcel. Looking for the bicycle. Valcarcel does so again, and Jemison responds. He needed to be at his very best, Jemison, and he did. Ferguson. Can't keep it in play. And since the beginning of the second period, you can see the separation from the two teams. The US excelling and Bahamas falling behind with execution and passing. Bahamas winning the first encounter between these two teams early on in the tournament by 3-2. Valcarcel goes down and wins the free kick with 30 seconds remaining. And this angle is perfect for the left footer. And Valcarcel will be licking his lips as he just scoops it away from Adderley. Chance for Valcarcel. Beautiful strike, and it's 4. Well, we talked about the angle for the left footer. He went to the near post. Power, precision. And Valcarcel gets his name in lights. Beautiful strike. No chance for Jemison. Too much power, too much placement. USA 4, Bahamas 1. And the Bahamians are starting to lose sight of the Stars and Stripes. Volley. It came from Dwayne Forbes. 15 seconds. Thrown to the last post, Pereira. Last strike and into the arms of Jemison, and the United States scored 3 unanswered in the second period to pull away from Bahamas by 4-1. Pereira got that first, but so many others got more. The Colonel shaking his head as the Stars and Stripes starting to cruise after 2 periods. Well, if the first period we were deadlocked at 1, the second period belonged to the United States. An incredible bicycle kick by Chavez to give the US a lead in the beginning of the second period. Then Jemerson's strike. Toth save. And that was the closest the Bahamians would come in the second period. Then harassing the strike. And Jemerson had to be his very best to stop Valcasel. An opportunity for Sherry. And Toth again, one of the best goalkeepers in the tournament, responding. Then Chavez nodding it down to Akol. Tanner Akol, left-footed drive, post, far side, 3-1 the US. Incredible strike. And the goalkeeper can just stand and stare. Akol gets the third. Then Valcasel gets his name in lights. Incredible free kick as the US go up by 4-1. So goals from Chavez, Akol and Valcasel. Valcasel now has 3 goals against Bahamas in this competition. He had 2 in their previous encounter. So Bahamas will kick us off in this third period with Julmes, who's been prolific throughout the tournament. He's clearing some space to kick us off. Back heel, and the shot coming in from Dwayne Forbes. Actually, that was Timothy Munnings. Little flick from Pereira. And here comes Adderley. Adderley again, the second bite of the apple. Flicking it up. Silveira somehow bundles over Munnings. And with 3 goals to get back in this match, Bahamas are going to have to try and execute early in this period just to put the pressure back on the United States. So, the angle again favors the left footer. And this will be Timothy Munnings. His strike! Not far off. Christopher Toth getting a piece of it. There's the awkward hop. There's a reaction. Good strong left hand from the skipper. Adderley's cross. Sherry living dangerously, but Butler loves nothing better. But way out of his goal, and now he's scampering back. Little flick. Butler, Silveira. And Butler coming up, trumps in the end. Well, you can't blink when the Bahamian goalkeeper is in the vicinity, almost being dispossessed in the middle of the pitch. And the US trying to capitalize with Albiston and company. Albiston. Crossing, a touch by Forbes. Pereira. Toth. Excellent throw. Comes back to Silveira. He flicks it for Pereira. That was Ferguson. Faberov wants more from his players. Toth with time. Little dink to Silveira. One touch. Again, the US foil the Bahamian attack. And the players down. Pereira asking for a standing 8 count. Looks like he's the sun in his eyes. The colonel is reading him his last rites. There was a collision. Couldn't see too much from there. It was Munnings and Pereira. Did the finger go in his eye just before the ball got to him? Nothing like some H2O right in the eyeball. There is Jumis, who will be back on the field, the grassy field, for Bahamas in the near future. Toth slings it, and a volley from Rezendi. Actually, it was Valcasel. But an excellent chest pass from Tana Akol. Butler, Adderley. Toth punching. Ferguson dispossessed. Valcasel. Navas! A whisker away from 5. Pereira hounding. Shot. A beautiful bit of skill, but the referee says play on. Flicking it up, looking for Ecole. And Navas not too far off from scoring their 5th. And Chavez can't keep it in play. At this point, the USA comfortable in their 4-1 lead. Here they come again. Ecole into the path of Chavez. Bicycle kick by Ecole. Butler distributing. Just a little too far for Junis. This game is all about pride, and the US, after losing to Bahamas, had a very slow start to the tournament. United States 2-2 draw with Trinidad and Tobago, eventually winning that match on penalties in their opening game. Then 3-2 loss to Bahamas right here. Then an emphatic 5-1 win to come from behind, to overtake Panama, just to squeeze out of the group. And eventually lost to El Salvador yesterday in penalties. But they've come out today and they've scored freely. They only scored 7 goals coming into this match after 3 matches. They have 4 this evening. And the sun is beginning to set on the pitch and on the Junkanoo boys. They finished 4th in 2023 and look to be doing so again in 2025. Laid down. This was Navas, foiled. Rezendi. Go for the bicycle. Navas flicking it up. Volley coming from Valcasel on that left-hand side. And Carey cannot sit down despite the 3-goal lead. Heavy touch. And he was out of play. Francois. 6 minutes remaining. Christopher Toth slinging it to the corner flag. Brought down by Rezendi. Right on the line. And the assistant referee says Bahamas possession. Here's the Bahamian flag. They came out to support last night and this evening. Great turnout throughout the tournament. On this beautiful island of Nassau. Volley by Butler. Wasn't too far. Christopher Toth wants a little bit more pressure on the goalkeeper. Here's the captain, Silveira. Down the line, intercepted. Silveira shooting, parried away, and the finish by Cavallo. And he checks his pulse, and there's not much there for Bahamas left as the United States continue to be rampant. Dispossessing Francois. Pereira's drive, low down, saved by Butler, and Cavallo at the doorstep just taps it in. Excellent shot by Silveira, nothing Butler can do with it. And Cavallo with the easiest goal he will score in this tournament. Time of death. And here comes Bahamas. Throw, headed by Pereira. Silveira. 5 minutes remaining. And it's going to take a miracle for the Junkanoo boys to get back in this. Butler's strike. Rezendi. Pereira. A little too close for comfort. Actually, it's Austin Collier coming back in for the captain for the last 5 minutes. Rezendi. Hooking it in. Francois gives a possession, a chance for Silveira, and he makes it 6. You can't give Gabriel Silveira that kind of time. And the US harassing Bahamas on their defensive side. And a quick counter press. Francois dispossessed Pereira into the path of Silveira. And what a finish by the number 10. All he needed was one touch to make it 6. Long throw, headed out. Rezendi. Flicking it in. Adderley turning. And a chance for Bahamas. It's Munnings. Ooh, is that a handball? It is. Well, a little bit of daylight for Bahamas to get a goal. If the US recover, but that handball means that the hosts are going to have a free kick in a perfect position. This is Munnings and this is Cavallo, who's playing Junkanoo with his arms up. So, can Julmis get one back? Woodley Julmis, and a beautiful strike to make it 6-2. Woodley Julmis gets his name in lights. Nothing Collier can do. A low drive in the far post. Picture perfect from a striker. Just what you want from that dead ball. And he delivers. US 6, Bahamas 2. Just under 4 minutes remaining. Bicycle kick from Albiston. Long throw. Here it goes down, but the US win a corner kick. Pereira to the last post. It was a beautiful corner. Cavallo. And the goal scorer can't keep it in. Sinclair. Butler. Munnings. Adderley, who's been quiet this evening. Bicycle kick. Distribution by Butler. Adderley, another bicycle kick. Oh! Was it Munnings? It was. Nothing much he can do with it. It came at him so quickly. And he just couldn't nod it in. But Munnings again, as Valcasel left Collier high and dry. Collier to Cavallo to the corner flag. Taken quickly by Butler. Beautiful throw. Heavy control by Julmis. Collier. Cavallo. Shooting. Had some time, equal. And Ian Carey wants some formation changes just to show up this victory. Sherry. Butler. Played across the goal. Adderley can't convert. It was a beautiful play, starting with Butler to St. Fleur. And Adderley, all he had to do was nod it to an empty net. And he found the post instead. Too little, too late for the Bahamians. And here comes Ferguson. Little tap, looking for the number 2 equal. That was Pereira. "35 seconds remaining. Butler. And the US cruising to their 3rd place finish. The dejected look by Butler says it all. Here is Collier. We've got the start tonight over Christopher Toth, the captain to the United States. Pereira. Look at the bandage coming from the Centurion, Alessandro Canale. 100 caps yesterday against El Salvador, 101 tonight. And that's all he wanted. Big smiles from him. And the United States sew up 3rd place as they defeat the hosts. And there's Chavez and Butler embracing. And you can see the camaraderie in this sport. As Bahamas pick up their position, their familiar 4th position in both 2023 and now in 2025. United States 6, Bahamas 2. Stars and Stripes finish at 3rd. And the Colonel is not impressed. Bahamas flag still flying high, no matter the scoreline. as these have been the ultimate hosts in this their 4th occasion in hosting this prestigious beach soccer tournament in this part of the world. And Carey congratulating has to be a little bit disappointed in not defending his crown. Faberov did a great job getting Bahamas back into the semi-finals. There's Canale, the legend. 101 caps now under his belt.
The next game will be the final. El Salvador and Guatemala.
So the 2025 Concacaf Beach Soccer Championship 3rd place playoff between the host Bahamas and the defending champions United States. Both teams eliminated from El Salvador and Guatemala respectively yesterday. And Butler, the most entertaining player of this tournament, strikes first, defeating Collier on the other end to open the score up at 1-0 for Bahamas. Then distribution from Collier. And this time, Butler had to be at his very best at his near post. Then Silvera's bicycle kick, finding Pereira. He couldn't convert right at the doorstep. Then Pereira, cushion header into the path of Pereira, and the equalizer from the number 5. Beautifully taken, well executed. And the USA on the board at 1-1. That was the end of the first period. In the second, it was all United States. Chavez, the substitute, with an emphatic bicycle to give the US the lead. 2-1 the scoreline, and they were only getting started. The Bahamas trying to answer back. Chavez, a call, volley, corner pocket, 3-1. Beautiful control, and the shot grazing the post to make it 3-1 to the United States. All in the second period. Valcasel picks up a free kick, and at the very end, thumping shot at the near post to make it 4-1. Munning's drive, and the skipper Hoth to the rescue. Then Bahamas trying to respond, but Silvera, his drive, saved by Butler, but Cavallo to turn it in to make it 5-1 United States. And this game all but over. Francois dispossessed, and Silvera getting on the score sheet with an excellent finish to make it 6. Then Julmes, the Bahamian international, making it 6-2 with a free kick. But that was all Bahamas can do as the United States finished 3rd with a 6-2 scoreline. Well, the defending champs United States will have to pick up the bronze medal today as they defeat the host Bahamas by 6-2. And they will look on from the stands as an all-Central American affair comes up at 8 p.m. as El Salvador, La Selecta, takes on Guatemala, Los Chapines in the final of the 2025 Concacaf Beach Soccer Championship. Well, an incredible 3rd place playoff, 8 goals altogether. And that concludes an incredible match between the United States and Bahamas. That also concludes our broadcast for this match. We'll be back at 8 p.m. Eastern Time for the final. And that is all. My name is Ryan Davis. See you soon.